Hey guys, it's me Anjali and welcome to Anjali Reads. Today we are going to talk about Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by JohnGray. This book promises to build lasting, loving male-female relationships, learn how to read moods and respond effectively, get what you need without seeming to nag or bully, communicate difficult feelings, avoid the pain of argument, understand your partner, colleagues or friend better than ever before. So I digged a little bit into the author's past life. He is more Indian than I am. Before starting his career as an author and a personal relationship counselor, he was associated with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi for 9 years. Despite being a member of a Christian household, his parents taught him yoga, and the autobiography of a yogi influenced him a lot. So let's keep a meter on. If something messed up or stereotypical comes up, we will give him negative points. So it gets messed up as long as I dive deeper into his past life, which led me to one of his interview with a France press. His take on feminism was, quote, "The reason why there is so much divorce is that feminism promotes independence in women. I'm very happy for women to find greater independence, but why you go too far in that direction? Then who's at home? What the actual hell? If the reason of a divorce is a woman being independent, then it's fine. It's better to stay alone than staying with a man having fragile male ego. It's not about it's not about being a woman or a man. Like, they both need to support each other. It's not like everything he has mentioned in this book is totally wrong. Let's look into it. So either a man completely ignores her when she speaks to him, or he listens for a few beats, assesses what is bothering her, and then proudly puts on his Mr. Fix-It cap and offers her a solution to make her feel better. He is confused when she doesn't appreciate this gesture of love. She wants empathy, but he thinks she wants solutions. It's kind of true, but not always. It depends on the situation actually. While women fantasize about romance, men fantasize about powerful cars, faster computers, gadgets, gizmos, and more powerful technology. Men are preoccupied with the things that can help them express power by creating results and achieving their goals. Stereotypical statement. It's totally wrong. He is generalizing a woman's desires and fantasies as well as men's. A woman can think about her next business venture or maybe self-growth. Even she can also think about cars and gadgets. And same thing goes for a man. He can also, dream of having a romantic partner. So to say, romance. Women talk about problems to get close and not necessarily to get solutions. So many times a woman just wants to share her feelings about her day, and her husband, thinking he is sleeping, interrupts her by offering a steady flow of solutions to her problems. He has no idea why she isn't pleased. It's kind of true. We don't need solutions, especially when we are ranting about our whole day. Um, at first, we just need assurance, like holding hands or a little hug will do. Women need to remember that unsolicited advice or criticism, especially if he has made a mistake, make him feel unloved and controlled. He needs her acceptance more than her advice in order to learn from his mistakes. When a man feels that a woman is not trying to improve him, he is much more likely to ask for her feedback and advice. When our partner resists us, it is probably because we have made a mistake in our timing or approach. Seriously, I know there's always a right timing to approach someone, but don't you think it's a bit egoistic? If a partner is doing something wrong, the other partner has full right to correct them. A man wants to make improvements when he feels he is being approached as the solution to a problem rather than as the problem itself. So misogynistic. Is providing a solution equivalent to being a problem? He could have mentioned about the timing or nothing at all. In this whole book, he didn't refer a man as the problem. To expect a man who is in his cave instantly to become open, responsive, and loving is as unrealistic as expecting a woman who is upset immediately to calm down and make complete sense. It is a mistake to expect a man to always be in touch with his loving feelings, just as it is a mistake to expect a woman's feeling to always be rational and logical. Okay. I don't have anything to say. At least he has considered both of them. This book is messed up. It has great points as well as negative points. It's confusing and too elaborated at times, and the author has portrayed women more in the negative side, and also advising them petty things like a woman needs to lie low when he is angry. Once it subsides, he will shower her with love and affection as long as she is not trying to change him. A woman needs to do this, a woman needs to do that. What about men? Of course, the author needs to advise them as well, otherwise no one would buy this book. So he advised them to lend their ears to women. And the reason he puts in front of us is that they are from Mars, and Martians are supposed to be loud, aggressive, manly, etc. I just don't get it when they say that if you love someone, you need to accept them the way they are. But I beg to differ. Love is about growing together. If partners don't like something in each other, if it's for good, it's better to change that. For instance, if your partner is clinically depressed or is not eating properly, it's your duty to proffer a solution and help them changing their bad habits. You grow in love. So I should appreciate the way he has talked about the impact of past traumas in romantic relationships. For examples, how are you even supposed to know what you are feeling if your parents didn't have the time, patience, or awareness to ask you how you were feeling or what was bothering you? How can you accept your partner's imperfections if as a child you felt you had to be perfect to be worthy of love? How do you open up and trust your partner if the first people you trusted with your innocence betrayed you in some way? How can you hear your partner's disappointment if as a child you were made to feel responsible for your mother's pain long before you could understand that you were not responsible? In the beginning of his relationship, Jeff was strong and full of desire. His rubber band was fully stretched. He wanted to impress her, fulfill her, please her, and get close to her. As he succeeded, she also wanted to get closer. As she opened her heart to him, he got closer and closer. When they achieved intimacy, he felt wonderful. But after a brief period, a change took place. Imagine what happens to the rubber band. The rubber band becomes limp. Its power and stretch are gone. There is no longer any movement. This is exactly what happens to a man's desire to get close after intimacy has been achieved. Even though this closeness is fulfilling to a man, he will inevitably begin to go through an inner shift. He will begin to feel the urge to pull away. Having temporarily fulfilled his hunger for intimacy, he now feels his hunger to be independent, to be on his own. Enough of this needing another person. He may feel he has become too dependent or may not know why he feels a need to pull away. How is it justified? It's unethical for a man to be a rubber band. What about the other woman? She is not a toy. She doesn't exist for your intimacy, for a man's intimacy or desires. So according to the author, a woman needs to be okay if a man is pulling back from her after achieving intimacy. Messed up. Our unresolved childhood emotions have the power to control us by gripping our adult awareness and preventing loving communication. And who the hell writes a letter like this? Maybe if both of them are going through something, it works, but trust me, it doesn't. A letter loses its essence when you start making bullet points. Trust me, I am reading a book right now, Letters to Milena by Franz Kafka. Trust me, you will get to know what a letter looks like. Also, the author was repeating the same thing again and again. For example, advising a man not to provide a solution, and advising a woman to give him space and be a rubber band. Sorry. And I would like to rate it 6 on 10. It's neither good nor bad. So yeah, you can give it a try. So bye guys. Meet you in my next video.